Flacco's in trouble. Finds his man for the touchdown, and that's Andrews. And what a time for Mark Andrews, the rookie, to get number 1 with 8 seconds left in the half. And the Ravens are back in it.
4 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. Flacco throws, catch made, and into the end zone. Mark Andrews with a Ravens touchdown.
Snap on the ball, and that's all Mark Andrews needed to get out and get that separation.
Dixon, who fumbled a moment ago, is back in the game. And in the middle, Jackson for his tight end, brought in by Mark Andrews, who escapes and goes all the way for the touchdown. 68 yards.
Just running a deep over. And look at the ball. Once again, we've seen it twice tonight. Up and over.
RG3 to a wide open man. It's Mark Andrews. What a day for Andrews.
Takes a swing out and goes deep. Caught inside the 5 and into the end zone. Goes the tight end Mark Andrews for a 27-yard touchdown reception.
Jackson lobbing all alone. Touchdown. Mark Andrews.
Thinks that Schobert's going to carry, so he's watching the under route. And instead, Andrews is all alone on the...
Edwards still in. Ricard, the fullback. Fake. Here they come to the end zone. That is a touchdown. Mark Andrews with a 2-yard touchdown reception.
Lamar Jackson, he just rarely throws the ball from the pocket. They get him out on the edge.
2nd down 9. And down the middle, that's a touchdown, and it's caught by Mark Andrews. A 17-yard touchdown reception. His 2nd today.
Over the years, you could still feel the New England DNA in it. Jackson, end zone, touchdown, a strike, Mark Andrews.
Throw. 7 straight completions for Lamar Jackson.
Fake to Ingram. Jackson back. Floats one towards the middle. Is caught for the touchdown. Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews, the tight end, goes from right to left and wide open in the middle, and a good throw by Lamar Jackson because he just gave his tight end a chance to go get the football. Don't get too cute. Don't try and lead him. Let him use his body to...
A lot of bodies in a tight space. Jackson keeps, throws, pass, caught. Touchdown, Andrews.
A little bit, but it's a good job of finishing it off after having it taken away from him.
And now they're going to go
Side where people aren't a lot. That's what great quarterbacks do.
Here he goes, wide open. Andrews, no one near him. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Cleveland for 28 minutes, controlled. And now Jackson and the Ravens. He flips it to the end zone, and it's pulled down. What a catch. Andrews again. And what a play by Jackson.
Shifts to the other side. Ricard, the motion man, fake the handoff. Jackson throws. Oh, what a grab! Touchdown! Mark Andrews snags it.
The layup with the laser beam throw that you just described. Could have taken a little bit.
3rd and goal. Jackson steps and throws. End zone. Touchdown! It's Andrews.
42 to the open spot because Lamar Jackson threw him. Roches in motion. Jackson throws on the run, looking end zone for Andrews. He's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Realizing that it's 3rd down and you're going to have to try a field goal attempt. Mark Andrews just runs all the way across the field. He's in tight on the right.
Over a 6-minute drive to start the second half. Jackson trying to end the drive, and he does with a touchdown. 2nd of the day for Mark Andrews.
quick snap. Murray pulls it down twice and then to the end zone for the touchdown. Mark Andrews.
Dobbins, the running back. They fake it to him. They protect Jackson, who launches to Andrews. Open for the touchdown.
You're going to see this go out here, and it's going to be high, though, right? So you're supposed to throw it outside toward the sideline.
but because the defender's low, he turns Andrews around. So he's supposed to throw it to the sideline, but because the defender's low and the ball's going to go out of bounds, he throws him back.
The screen. Jackson, end zone, caught, touchdown! Mark Andrews. His 7th.
One dropper short. Somebody's going to be open.
Lamar has all sorts of time. Now finally throws. No way they can cut.
Just going to go over here and find a little open area on the inside where they're just zoning things off and no one really looks him up and tries to plaster him, which is something that Matt Eberflus talked about.
Jackson with all sorts of time. Now throws. Caught. Andrews. Touch.
And Mark Andrews is going to score another touchdown.
Jackson going to throw over the middle. Touchdown! Mark Andrews. Inside the red zone for the Ravens. Jackson flips, pass caught. Andrews. Touchdown.
Made the big play on this drive. Now 3rd and 10. Whole bunch of Browns coming after him. Jackson trying to keep it alive. Put it up for grabs. And it's a touchdown! Andrews! Wow!
By Lamar Jackson. Not only does he beat the blitz, but at the end of it, his arch nemesis, Myles Garrett, comes over and shakes his hand. I know he said, that was unbelievable. What are you going to do? Yeah, go ahead. I don't know how you did.
So, 1st and goal. Huntley zeroes in the end zone. Caught for the touch. Have come back to within 3.
Huntley in trouble again. Out to his right. Throws end zone. And caught. Andrews. What a save.
Coming off that big game against Cleveland. What a job by Andrews. He sees his quarterback's in trouble. He works that back line. And then you got to
play this drive. Huntley, end zone. Andrews. He's got it. Touchdown Ravens.
The ball on the upfield shoulder, so he overplays it. Andrew comes back underneath and is able to make that catch.
1st and 10, moving his offense again. 18 of Cincinnati. There's time, but here comes Hill. There goes the ball, and he's got Andrews. Touchdown! What a play by the quarterback, Johnson. Jackson. Good block by Davis. Andrews does get his touchdown, and the Ravens are up by.
And they work out of an empty set. It's Jackson with a shovel pass. It's Andrews for the touchdown.
But watch 70 on the pull from the right guard. There's no one there. And why? Because they're all going upfield.
Patriots bring pressure. Jackson off his back foot, lofting for the end zone. Mark Andrews, he's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Andrews here going up against Devin McCourty. Lets him get by, goes over the top, chasing it from behind. Just great concentration.
You drop 8 back into coverage.
This rushing 4 here. Jackson throws complete. It's Andrews for the touchdown.
Jackson. Floater. Catch. Andrews. Touchdown. Over the shoulder grab.
As a slot corner, a nickel corner. His release, Mark Andrews' release, that was much more.
Mark Andrews.
Jackson to Andrews. Does he get in? Yes, touchdown! Mark Andrews with his
3rd down with 17 seconds to go in the 1st half. Shotgun. Jackson up high, handled, Andrews. And the Ravens get the score before halftime.
And he went up top. And as someone told me many years ago, just put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it, and I'll make the time. And they did. And now they're saying, oh, but that's Detroit now, which is different than when they thought.
Jackson to Andrews for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson.
On the fake, looking for Andrews, has him. Mark Andrews turns upfield, looking for the end zone, diving for the pylon. He's in. Touchdown.
Offense, a simple little play action. They bring Mark Andrews on the hide route. He's able to extend the ball on a national tight end.
That's a huge play.
So here's Jackson. Pressure coming, going end zone. It is caught
off for the touchdown. Another for Mark Andrews.
Week in, week out, simple little inside seam route.
Bottom of your screen. Jackson to throw, bump fakes, off his back foot. There's Andrews.
Take this angle right there.
Well protected, wide open, Andrews. Now he's targeted, and it goes for a touchdown.
Well done. You mention someone's name, the ball ends up in his hands.
First and goal. Wide open and a touchdown. Back-to-back games with a touchdown for Mark Andrews. Floated, wide open, touchdown, Andrews.
Second down and goal. Jackson throwing to the end zone, caught. Touchdown Ravens. Mark Andrews, who's gotten busier as the weeks have moved on. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Pressure. Wide open. Touchdown. Mark Andrews.
End zone. Catch is made. Touchdown.
Well, they had the right call. Chargers did. They were doubling Andrews and just not played particularly well, obviously.
It's the old yips. Here's a first and goal. And he's signaling as he backpedals to the 30. Oh, what a catch! Andrews secures it.
Nothing's really there, guys. Move over there. All right. I'm going to high point this to the tallest player and one of the great tight ends in the National Football League, and no one would ever throw this ball into all this coverage. But if you do throw it, that's the exact.
The ball is at the 13-yard line. Third and goal. Play clock just about to expire. Jackson fires. Touchdown! Mark Andrews! And that's his 48th career touchdown, breaking a tie with Jamal Lewis for the most touchdowns in Ravens history.
You see, Mark Andrews is prolific. He gets to the middle of the field. As soon as Isaiah Simmons' back turns, Lamar Jackson lets that ball go because he knows he has no idea.